Happiness is the real success. It ain't the money. Obviously, we all love money. I'm not going to say I don't want or love money. Of course I do. But really, the happiness is what makes it all better. That's the difference between having money and being rich. It's like, you got to be rich.
5 albums, brother.
I know.
How do you feel right now? You got another 5 in you, or where are you at in terms of the music and what you want next?
Honestly, yeah, I know I do, but I didn't going into this album. I felt so burnt out, man, and I had to rediscover my passion and my hunger. Like, I was just tired, burnt out, super depressed, so much anxiety, bro, so much like wondering, like, is this even like what I'm supposed to be doing with my life? I didn't know what was wrong with me, nobody could tell me. And I had to do some therapy. I had to do some spiritual work, man. Once I accepted my purpose and started walking in it, that's when things started to come out how I really liked and wanted them to.
When you talk about anxiety, I never even knew what anxiety felt like until this year.
I still feel, like you said, anxiety, all these things, and depression. I still feel all that, man. It's just like I deal with it a different way. We in control of how we feel, man. We just gotta remember that we can't give everything too much power, over our feelings.
If we stay committed to being working on ourselves and being the best version of ourselves, that translates into our work.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, it does.
You've had an amazing career.
Oh, thanks, man. My story is like a rap fairy tale when I think about it. I rapped for my idol, signed to him, and, was able to go on this tremendous ride. So, I've done music with almost every person I've ever respected that was alive. And I've gotten respect back from them and support from them. And that is one of the wildest things that I feel like 16-year-old me couldn't even fathom. You know what I mean?
I have to ask you, do you remember coming to Toronto when you were, how old? You must have been 13. You were in Much Music and you were freestyling.
Yes, bro. Yes, I remember. That was our 8th grade. I was in the 8th grade. I had just started rapping probably like a year and a half before, 2 years before that or something. That was a crazy time though, 8th grade.
We did your first ever autograph signing, and you were one of my first ever big interviews. You remember that? You remember that autograph signing?
Bro, I remember I shed tears at that. It was packed. That's what kind of triggered the emotions.
I remember being there and just full goosebumps. They're not there for me, they're there for you. But it was like, just even to share in that moment, I was like, wow, this is greatness.
Yeah, that was a monumental moment for me, man. I appreciate you being a part of it and, help making that happen. That's insane.
For sure, man. I'll never forget that. With all this stuff that's happening around Black Lives Matter, are you hopeful? Are you doubtful? Are you discouraged? Are you happy? Like, how do you feel about that?
I feel like most of this world, and especially America and a lot of places surrounding it, and a lot of other countries and continents are really built on a racist foundation, So, and I feel like that foundation took hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years to build and be so strong that I feel like now it's gotten to the point where it's just completely rotting, and it's like we're at the point where I feel like we are pushing towards change, right? And I am hopeful, but I've been disappointed and let down so much. It's gotten to a point where I wake up and brace myself for tragedy, and that's terrible. And I do believe that the world is changing, but it just runs, the more and more things that happen, we see how really deep this really runs, like how for real up it is. I mean, this has been going on, bro, since civil rights, I feel like, since way back. And when I talked to my mom about it, it's just like the fact that it came back around, or that's just what pisses me off. It's like that it's still so prevalent. So I'm hopeful, and it does feel different this time, but something's got to give, dog. It got to change on so many levels.